College football today from Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. For the 10th time in the past 11 years, the Wolverines of Michigan meet the Ohio State Buckeyes for the Big Ten title and a berth in the Rose Bowl. Now a look at the Big Ten standings, and for the first time with a three-way tie since 1967, a team other than the Wolverines or the Buckeyes could figure in the championship. Number 22, Ralph Clayton, a junior from Detroit, and Tony Jackson on the far side, a freshman from Cleveland, will receive Bob Atha's kick. Bob Atha from Worthington, Ohio. Ohio State in the scarlet and gray. Michigan in maize, blue, and white, and that's Tony Jackson out to the 10-15. And number 5 of Ohio State, Jim Laughlin. Leach brings his team out to the 20.5, 1st and 10. Very first snap of the football game. 75th meeting is underway. About a 5-yard gain by senior Russell Davis. Now it's a 2nd down and 5 for the Wolverines in white. No score, second play. And there is the freshman. Here are the men up front. Henson, Sullivan, and Cato.
Take a look at Byron Cato. He's an outstanding player. And also Kelton Dantzler, who Woody is really high on. Cousino is an All-American. These are the football players who are going to be instrumental in this ball game this afternoon.
And now we have a 3rd down at about 3. 2 tight ends, Marsh and Johnson for the Michigan Wolverines. Rick Leach, number 7, from the wishbone formation. Big 3rd down. It's very, very close to the forward stake on the far side of the field.
Along with Roosevelt Smith, his backup, they're both injured. They'll see very limited action today.
Slot to the near side. Feaster and Clayton. Leach keeps it on the ground. There you see the 9.5 speed of the... All right, Clayton now comes to the slot on the near side. Outside is Rodney Feaster on a 1st and 10 from their own 44. Davis carries. All right, the Wolverines now with a 2nd down and 9 are moving into a variable southwesterly wind at between 10 and 15 knots. Going outside was Woolfolk. Oh, there's a lot of beef out there today now as we have a 3rd down and 8 from the 46. Michigan with the ball, no score. Leach's first pass from the port side. Gets away. A loss of 2 yards. Greg Wilner of Miami, Florida.
Looks like they're coming after it, Chris. They've got everybody up there, 10 of them. 10
of them in the scarlet jerseys. Wilner gets it away very calmly. Mike Guess. It takes an Ohio State bounce, and 1st and 10 for the freshman, Art Schleister. The snap comes from their own 26. A good second effort.
Robinson, a big offensive tackle. Here we go.
2nd and 5, and this time the freshman, Schleister, hands off to Rick Valley of Lynch.
We'll take a look at Keitz, K-E-I-T-Z there. Now he is really, Michigan coach Schembechler is really high on him. Also Jerry Meter. Watch him this afternoon, number 42.
All right, on a 3rd down to the Bucks. Ohio State has the ball at its own 40. Going in motion to the far side of the field is Donnelly. The freshman, 18 years old. Schleister completes the pass for a 4-yard gain. Great credentials. A lot of pressure on him today. Ron Springs on a 2nd and 6 as a freshman has his 2nd 3rd down conversion attempt. From the 48, 3rd down and 2. They successfully get it. Rick Volley. It's remaining in the first quarter. Michigan had the ball. They were forced to punt. Ohio State took it from their own 26. They're now at the Michigan 48.
Ohio State took that ball and drove right down the field, very much like they are right here.
It's Donnelly that went in motion. And the pitch goes outside to Springs. Springs goes deeper. I can't wait to see Schleister's first pass. Springs gets the call on the pitch. Nice outside to the... Rod Gerald is set away to the near side. Here's Schleister. Couldn't throw. They're at the 29 of Michigan. First down, Ohio State. Paul Campbell. No score, 6:37 remaining in the first quarter. Ball possession by Ohio State. Making it's a 2nd down and 7 for Ohio State. At the Michigan 23. Donnelly in motion. At a loss of 5, 3rd down and 12 now for the Michigan 28. And Rick Volley is 4 of 6 in the field goal department. This one, 38 yards in length. 10 yards of the end zone. The kick is long enough. It's up. No good. So Ohio State, that started the drive at their own 26, went to the 21 of Michigan, come up empty. Notre Dame, 8th ranked, defending national champions. And now, on a missed 38-yard field goal, the Wolverines have the ball. And the snap came from the 21.
That is playing pretty well.
Two teams in the score. We don't have a score with 4:53 remaining in the first quarter. Michigan with the ball on a 2nd and 4. And the Buckeye defense. Michigan is 1 for 2 in third down conversions. They now have a 3rd and 4 at their own 27. Rick Leach, number 7.
Nope.
And the delay did not get the first down. The snap came from the 44. This time it's from their own block. Kick is high in the air, and it's taken by Mike Guest, number 12. And Guest is back in Michigan territory. Following a Michigan punt, no score in the game, freshman Schleister from midfield, first down. Rick Volley. Now from the 29 of Michigan, there's no score. Donnelly, 47 in motion. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Good balance by Rick Volley. Oh, that videotape replay. All right, it's a first down for the Buckeyes. Donnelly in motion again. The deepest penetration, and the freshman Schleister. It's 2nd down and approximately 5. Donnelly again to the far side.
And of course, it brings up a 3rd down. There it is again.
Springs. A 29-yard try on an angle.
For a sidewinder, it's always tough from the right hash mark.
Castagnola held, and it's good. Ohio State, the underdog, takes a 3-0 lead after marching 37 yards. We can get people to the moon, but we have trouble getting audio across the country. I can't believe it. Nevertheless, the kick out of bounds. We will bring it back and kick from the 35 as we go. 13 to go in the first quarter. Hanging in the air, the freshman. Jackson has it at the 10, 15. Clayton blocking. To the Olentangy River in Columbus, Ohio from the 30. Rick Leach, number 7, has Feaster in motion. Pitches back to Woolfolk, the freshman. Ohio Stadium. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines. Here's lefty Leach. Beautifully thrown to Doug Marsh, whom we have 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ohio State in red, leading 3-0. Leach now. Oh, what a catch by Harold Woolfolk, the freshman, over the defenses. He has Feaster to the left. Clayton comes in tight on the line. You saw him, number 22, at the bottom of your screen. Good block by Davis. And here we have a touchdown to Feaster that we said was split to the far side. And Rick Leach now has been involved in 80 touchdowns in his 4-year career, more than any quarterback in the history of college football. And that have 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The conversion, perfect. So it is now 7-3 here at the Ohio State University. Harold, let's go back and get it. Kicking off now is Wilner, who added the point after. Going to the far side now to pick up the ball is Ty Hicks. Now, number 2 of Michigan will kick it off from the 35. It is out of bounds again. That is Rick Leach watching as Brian Virgil, as they call him, Ozzie. Ball player. Calvin Murphy, 43, gets it for the Bucks. And to put Michigan ahead. So now from the 31, here's the freshman, Schleister. A beautiful run. Arnt Schleister is 1 for 1 passing, 4 yards. He has rushed 7 times for 26. First down play from the 43. Springs. Michigan is 3 for 3, 70 yards and a touchdown. Here's his counterpart, first-year man, 3rd and 5. Not back to the line of scrimmage, so one of the finest punters in the nation, Tom Orris of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, kicks it. Mike Jolly just let it go as it is.
Let's see on this drive.
Far side for the Wolverines in white. Davis hits. And now from the 23-yard line, a 2nd down and 8. 7-3, Michigan leading. Opening moments, second quarter. Leach. Behind Leach on a 3rd down and 4 from their own 27. They lead 7-3. Cooley, Davis, slips. Folk, 24, replaces Smith. He and Davis are the setbacks. The pitch is Woolfolk.
A running game.
Smith is the deep back. 2nd down and 9. A fake to him. Leach. Michigan averaging nearly 35 points per game. 9-1 on the season. And the deep back, Woolfolk, gets it. And the Ohio State defense, I guess, is back for Ohio State. The snap will come from the Michigan 38. The punt is up. Guess has it, number 12. Will be snapped from the 31 of Ohio State. 7-3 the score. Schleister. Number 34, 2nd down and 7 for Schleister. Springs, now it's a 3rd down and 6. Schleister. A low pass intended for Rod Gerald.
As it moves forward, Ohio State has studied the film.
Jolly and Harden are deep. Orris' punt is high and long. Jolly gets it at the 14. He was out of bounds. Ohio State's punter, Tom Orris, kicked one 50 yards from the eye. Rick Leach hands it to the deep back. Woolfolk from a 2nd down and 4. They lead 7-3 with 8:26 remaining in the first half. Rick Leach. And Russell Davis. You're looking at Michigan. 1st and 10 from their own 33. They lead 7-3. Now to just see the extent of the damage. Michigan now with a 2nd down and 9 at the 34. That was Feaster in motion. And Leach gets good protection. Was he? It was intended for Marsh. It's going to be a 3rd down now. Snap will come from the 33. And the Buckeye defense. 10 men to put the rush on the punter.
Oh, good one.
Cool Greg Wilner gets it off and guess.
Michigan team.
That was Skillings that was in on the punter. Schleister now on a 1st and 10 from his own 39. Going to be 2nd down and 13 as Michigan leads 7-3. 6.5 minutes remaining. Schleister to Springs. And Springs is, and now from the robust, the T formation on a 3rd down and 1. First down, Ohio State. Time that Ohio State has been in Michigan territory. Missed a field goal and successful on 29, and Schleister comes to the 40. So now 2nd down and 2 at the Michigan 40. First down by the quarterback. There we're looking at him. Woolfolk. Schleister on a 1st and 10 from the Michigan 36. Oh, nearly intercepting was Ron Simpkins. Well, that freshman from Westfield, New Jersey is certainly limbering up as we have a 2nd and 10 from the Michigan 36. Schleister, pitch out to Springs. And Springs takes on several Michigan Wolverines. And we have 4:47 remaining in the first half. Michigan leads 7-3. Donnelly in motion from the 25. And on the option for Ohio State in the scarlet jerseys, 3-7, they're trailing.
Well, that is a critical, really, a penalty because
Still growing strong. Second down at about 10. Fireman's Fun flashback along with the two bands, Michigan and Ohio State. Donnelly in motion. 3rd and 8. Schleister. Loose ball. Picked up by a Wolverine capacity crowd as we take a break. Visually, there's the information. We're in the 4th quarter, 3:44 left, and Schleister has come back in the lineup and completes the pass to the quarterback he replaced, Rod Gerald. Potential receivers to the near side of the field, a lone setback. Schleister looks. Number 22.
He'll put it up now.
Gerald to the near side of the field.
Uh-oh.
Oh, intercepted. Stepping in between was number 16, Mike Jolly. And to the Rose Bowl, but the winner of this game will. From the 48, we have Dickey at quarterback for Michigan. Well, that ball really took off. Quarterback. That is Paul Ross. Let's see what it'll be.
Yeah, I think he called roughing of the passer. The Rose Bowl. They've played a fine football game. They can bleed some time off that clock.
So from the 37, Dickey is nailed by. And the sophomore Alan Mitchell, number 30, is in at flanker to the near side on a 2nd and 11. And 48.
That's a few years ago.
Few moons. So now from the eye, 3rd and 8. 54 was right on Woolfolk. It's 4th down. Good rush, and Guest just hopes that it.
Oh, it's gonna
no,
be
it
down
didn't do what he was hoping for.
Oh,
and again, Michigan now has.
Both of them are great players, and certainly they held their defenses together.
Schleister, quarterback from Ohio State, from his own 5, has to carry the ball. Gains 3 yards on the play, and unpredictable. He hasn't been that way today. Now we have a 3rd down and 1 for OSU. The score is 14-3, and we are really running down the clock now. 47 seconds to go. It is a 4th down, and Schleister gets a taste of a 4th down play at about his own 11. Look out. Intended for number 22. So B.J. Dickey, just that was it. In the 75th meeting between these two schools, and Bo Schembechler has taken the measure of Woody Hayes 3 years in a row. And Michigan now will try to beat a Pac-10 team where they've had trouble with the Mara.
Well, they go to the West Coast. They've had their difficulties, but I'm sure that's the least thing that Bo Schembechler is worrying about right now. As you see him being carried off the field, he's delighted with a 3rd consecutive victory over the Buckeyes. That will take him to the Rose Bowl, and he has the Big Ten championship in addition.
Now, he's won 8 Big Ten championships. He'll be playing in the 5th Rose Bowl. They've already played in 1 Orange Bowl. So, you know, for really a young man, he's had a super career.
Well, I've got to say, Chris, he learned a lot when he was on my staff.
I realize that.
Oh, he's excited, isn't he?
Of course, he played for Woody Hayes at Miami of Ohio era, your alma mater.
Right.
So the victors in the background, that traditional song written way back in the late 1800s for the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. Final score, 14-3 before 87,000 fans.